Hello everybody, welcome to my latest Martyr video. This is going to be on the difficulty settings within Inquisitor Martyr, and it's based on a comment stroke request from one of my previous videos. So difficulty within Inquisitor Martyr is different to most other ARPGs. In most other ARPGs you will have a difficulty setting in the options. Now either that's at the start of the game where you pick the difficulty, or in the options later on. Diablo, for instance, allows you to change from normal all the way up to Torment 4, and that changes the difficulty, which increases the enemy's damage and the enemy's health pool. This game's different. There is nothing in the options whatsoever. The only ways to change the difficulty appear in-game or at character creation. So, if you look at this list, we have all of these different missions. These are random missions, and they have a level requirement next to them. Now, I say requirement, it's not actually a requirement, it's a suggestion. So if you look here, for example, this is an 88. My character is level 82, I believe, or 85. And as such, the 88 is just outside its what they call safe range. If we go up to a level 90 odd, too quick, 92, you can see that this is now red, and it shows that I am dealing 83.3% less damage and over 250% more damage suffered. So the difficulty in this game is about your damage dealt and your damage suffered. It doesn't change enemy health, it doesn't change their damage specifically, and it doesn't change your character health or damage either. It just changes the ratio that is dealt to the enemy or by the enemy. That's the difference. So the game itself doesn't change. It's just your damage reduction and damage dealing that is. You can further enhance the difficulty by applying tarot cards. Now these are available to every type of mission except story missions. Story missions are the only ones you cannot apply this. This is different than when it first came out. When it first came out, the only ones you could apply tarot cards to were tarot missions or intel missions. This is now available on everything. I think the only other ones you can't do it on is there is kind of like a special type of mission where you have 100 fights to go through to complete it. Warzone, I think it's called. You can't apply them to those, I don't think. But as you can see, you can apply up to plus 11. Now, what you can't do with this is you can't apply more difficulty increases than 1. So, for example, if you pick a major tarot card that gives you plus 11, you cannot apply another major tarot card. And none of the minor tarot cards will actually give you any difficulty increase. So I mentioned that you can change the difficulty when you create a character as well. Now this is a bit of a stranger one. So this does change the difficulty of your story campaign. Doesn't change the difficulty of intel missions or random missions. Now when you create your character, you will create it based on the class and the expertise, and then you'll go on to difficulty. So you can do story mode, you can select normal, hard, or extreme. Story mode is -4 character levels, so normally when you play the game, your character level determines the mission level. Story mode takes 4 levels off that, so it's extremely easy. Hard gives +1 level to it, and extreme gives +3 levels to it. So in essence, at level 1, you can be playing a mission that is level 4. Again, it does have the background effect of reducing your damage percentage applied to the enemy and increasing the damage percentage applied from the enemy to you. Now if you skip campaign, you do not have the option to increase the difficulty because that difficulty there only affects the campaign. It does not affect any other mission type. So if you skip the campaign, there is no difficulty in effect. Each mission has its own. Okay, so now we've started a new character, there's a couple of things that we can look at. First off, I'm going to show you the season chart, because it shows you here that you can complete level 100 or higher intel missions, and you can have 5 missions completed on difficulty level 110. Now the maximum character level is 100. So what this is saying is you have to complete a mission which is 10 levels above your maximum character level. Now, interestingly, the only way to do that is with those tarot cards, because if you put the plus 11 tarot card on, it will give you a level 111 mission when you're maximum level. I know that sounds very straightforward, but I thought I'd better explain it just in case it wasn't clear. Now moving to one of my main characters, so this is a level 100 character. If we go into the actual story missions, we can see here that this says plus 10. Now, in each of the story missions inside the game, you can actually select from normal to plus 10 difficulty. So whereas at the start when you create your character, you can only go normal, hard or extreme, inside the game you can increase it a further 3 levels. So plus 5, plus 8 and plus 10. Now at plus 10, you will have your 110 level mission. You don't need the tarot cards to do that, but you do have to have a level 100 character, because if you've got a 99, you're only going to get level 109 for the missions. With the tarot card, a level 99 character can have 110 difficulty. Now that's basically the difficulty as far as this game is concerned. There is no specific overarching level difficulty or game difficulty that you can select. We do not have the options, the same as you would have in Diablo, where you can select the world difficulty to Torment 4, for example. Each difficulty is very level specific, and you can tailor it to how you play and your game style. No content is locked to you if you do not wish to have a tarot card at plus 11. All of the missions are available. The only thing that will be locked to you is some of the seasonal content. But I must say that the seasonal content is very specific to a character. And now with the season journey that they have included, which basically means you can access any season at any time, you can realistically just continually play that character in that season indefinitely and make your way up to there slowly. If you want to, you don't have to. There is now no benefit of finishing the season, apart from your own satisfaction. There is no run, there is no rush, you're not competing with anybody else as such, because lots of people have completed these seasons already, and they will be much higher up that chart, because as soon as they completed it, they will have a level in that tier list, I suppose. If they were the 5th person to complete the journey, they will be 5th in the list, and there are hundreds who've already done it, so don't worry about that. Play the difficulty you want, that you're comfortable with, nothing is locked to you, and just enjoy the game. Well, hopefully that's been helpful. If it has, please make sure you click the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and as always, please do take care. I look forward to seeing you in my next video very soon. You'll take care. Bye for now.